I am a whore. We are all whores. We all are paid to do things we'd rather not do. And that is how we make money. Some of the whoring is legal, others of it is not. But make no mistake, my friend, we're all whores, all of us. And the sooner you learn that, the sooner you'll be off financially. We have a request, and this is, I won't lie, it is one of those block texts. It rambles. There's a couple questions in here, but there was no way to answer these questions. I said, look, here's the deal. I will read what you wrote for an egregious fee. And he knows how the pricing works. He's intellectually honest, so I have no problem. He agreed, so he paid me. So I'm going to read what he wrote. And if you want to pay me to read whatever, it could be iggity ockity oop. If you remember, that was the Bugs Bunny chant he did with Daffy Duck when they were going after the genie's cavern of treasure. Iggity ockity oop. I'll read it. Because once again, what are we, ladies and gentlemen? We're all whores. I got to find it. Dear asshole, or should I say Mr. Asshole, please keep me anonymous. Repeat customer here. I could not decide whether I wanted to make one giant video expressing my opinions on each subject I plan to address or to spread them out over several videos. I've decided I will try to put everything on here and see what your price is. If it exceeds $150 for the entire video, I'll divide them up. It did not. And before you ask, I'll be checking my spam folder. I also feel free to charge for the block text because I'm not an English major. That's right. I did not major in stupid shit. On to the first topic. Yes, you guessed it. Global fucking warming. The reason I harp about global warming is because once you convince yourself that it's a crock of shit, a whole new world opens up and allows you to discover everything you know is a lie. Well, that is one of the conduits by which people realize they've been lied to is when you find out, wait a minute, we just can't print off more money. How do I know that global warming is bullshit? Well, it's because I have done this thing called research. That's right, research. Most people believe in global warming because a scientist or an expert on TV said the earth is getting colder or warmer or whatever. And they spout a bunch of numbers and they just assume these people are telling the truth. The real truth, however, is so the government, who has their best interest at heart, of course, wants to impose a carbon tax worth trillions of dollars. For those of you that don't know how much $1 trillion is, $1 trillion is a dollar that has 12 zeros. $1 billion has 9 zeros. 1 million has 6 zeros. Most people can't even comprehend $1 million. Probably all those English majors. Dude, most college graduates today do not know the difference between the illions. They don't. In short, do the research or shut your fucking mouth. Here are a list of other things I know are true because I've done the research. And yes, Clary, I'm aware that this falls on deaf ears, but I don't give a shit. And whether you choose to believe these points is your choice. Your choice. Point number one, paying taxes is bullshit. I don't think you're going to get a complaint there. Even the socialists will agree with you because they don't pay any. They just collect. That's how they live. Point number two, chemtrails are real. Yeah, I see them in the sky. I don't know if they're damaging, but they're real. They're up there. Point three, fluoride is almost as toxic as arsenic. Point number four, GMO is bad for you. I could go on, but you get the point that coming to these conclusions has been based on months of research and not just repeating something I heard from the mainstream media. Here are a few points that I agree with Clary on. People say teachers are not paid enough. That's bullshit. If anything, they're paid triple what they should be because their skill set is that of a minimum wage employee. It's even worse than that. It could be done by a robot. We can replace teachers with YouTube. We just find one really good teacher in each field. They put together the material, and there's your teacher. Technically, they're not teachers. They're facilitators. And if they knew the truth, they would be crying in their beer. Most of them do, I think, know that they're not that talented, and they're not that... I think it's all hype where they say, yo, we teach the future. Deep down inside, they know that their job is easy, it's bullshit, and they just want to avoid math. Where do we go? I discovered your channel by typing into YouTube, high school is bullshit. You are right. They never left high school. Yeah, teachers never leave school. From 5 years old, that person who is your teacher, unless a rare exception, and there are out there, most teachers have never left an academic setting. These fat, dumb, worthless Quanta ha-has actually think they are working for a living. No, you stupid bitches sitting on your ass for 9 months out of the year, then taking the 3-month break off is not working for a living. I don't know what the 3-month break is for though. Is that like sleeping on the job and then taking a break from sleeping? That's good. This isn't too bad. You guys write some good shit. I'll read this. People think that I started. Well, you want to keep it anonymous. We'll keep it. You started a legitimate business for the exercise. That is not the case. It's because I'm tired of the HR bullshit. I'm going through a list of past experiences that I think you will agree with, Clary. I also received a voicemail from my hotel employer telling me I had another paycheck to collect, that I should stop by the hotel. I immediately sent an emoticon of a middle finger and blocked the number. Well, I take their number, I take their check, and then I give them the finger. Usually when you interview for a minimum wage job, they ask you very stupid and pointless questions such as, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Why should I hire you? What are your strengths and weaknesses? They also like to say that we want an employee that wants to be here for a year or more instead of just a few months. Well, then they should pay you more. It's really, I always got to kick, like seriously, HR and sales. Do you know if we spend more money on advertising, we have more sales? Now write an 800-page book about that and make a 4-year degree about HR. Do you know if we pay people more, our turnover is lower? Thank God Mercer had that study for us. I don't know, is Mercer around anymore? Well, Mr. Dumbass Employer, maybe you should pay the employee more than minimum fucking wage in order to keep them around. Of course, they are oblivious and stupid. Can't seem to connect the dots as to why people leave this shitty company. I had one manager tell me good people are hard to find. I'm sure they are when they are paid minimum fucking wage. Ever heard of garbage in, garbage out? I even had an employer tell me I had to work for free for 5 days in an internship, and then maybe he'll bring me on for minimum wage. Oh, how charitable, how kind. And people tell me, well, you have a bad attitude. No, you idiots. It's called reality. This reminds me of the dumpster fire that is online dating. Women would say no hookups, serious relationships only. Meanwhile, the fat kuwanta haha that is a 2 on the sexual marketplace wants an 8 or a 9 and can't figure out why they're single. You know what? Maybe it should just be Cappy rants. You guys send me your rants and I'll read them. You get a good rant, I'll read it. You get a bad rant, I'll read it. Because once again, what am I? A whore. And I am an honest whore. All of you, I'm not a whore. Oh, yes, you are. Or they tell me that I should read their profile. You fat, dumb kuwanta, haha. Why would I read your profile? Guys only care about one thing, and that is, are you hot? Well, that's a vital. Again, it's like having a body. You need lots of organs. You just don't need a brain. You need a brain, a heart, lungs, kidney, other things that are in this general area. I didn't study anatomy terribly well. So if you want the whole package, but yes, hot is the probably the most important thing. I wonder how much of it is because it's most immediately accessible. Like, well, I can't tell if they're smart or not. You don't know if they're bipolar. You just look at them. Oh, okay, step 1 is taken care of, and only 5 or 6 left to go. How much in student loan debt? Fail. That's it. My favorite are the fat bitches that say, I don't need no man fish bicycle. No, bitch, you can't even get a man and you try to rationalize it. My next topic deals with my dumb kuwanta haha mother. There's probably no shock there might be mother issues here. Now, Clary, people say to me, how dare you talk about your mother like that because she gave birth to you? That's a good point. No, she had sex and didn't abort you. All right? That's giving birth is not the most amazing thing. Matter of fact, it's one of the most common things humans do aside from breathing. So I'm with you so far on this. All right, because she's my mother, that implies that she is not a dumb kuwanta, haha. I totally forgot. This is also why I'm red pill. I'm sick of wasting time on relationships with women that just want money and control. What happened to your ma? You just left your ma in the limbo. What happened? Or these dumbass guys that say you have to compromise. Well, I'm sorry. When you say compromise, do you mean she always gets her way? Fucking idiots. I have watched a woman pitch a fit and yell at her man for 20 minutes. Does your voice go out after 20 minutes? Because she refused to wait 5 minutes for him to complete some paperwork so he could park his car temporarily at a hotel. I'm not going to take any shit. Oh, I bet you, yeah, you probably worked at a hotel. That's right. You saw that. Yeah, I saw some stuff at places while working security where I'm like, wow, give me a drunk guy any day. I'm not going to take any shit. If this bitch was my woman, I would literally leave her there and be done with it. But of course, guys say, well, there's always bullshit, give and take. No, dumbasses, do as I say, you kwanta haha, or get the fuck out. It's just that simple. Anyways, back to my dumb mother. Okay, here, we're coming back. Who's a baby boomer, by the way. Shocker, I know. Or as our colleague, Better Bachelor would say, shocking. We should all do shocking, an impersonation of him, and we'll just splice it one after the other and put a video up. I bet you get a kick out of that. She stated that she is worth $100,000 a year. I've heard people say this, that they claim housewife duties are worth $100,000. No, it's not. No. No. Rearing kids, that's daycare facilitator. It's around 40, I'll give you. And then just cleaning a home, maintaining a home, that doesn't take much. And if we're talking like the stuff that women traditionally have done, like just cleaning and laundry and all that, that's like maybe a $15,000 a year job. That's a part-time job. But if you were to throw in re-roofing the house and fixing the furnace and making the cars go and all that, then I'd say that's another $45,000 a year. All things included. So you're looking at 80, 85, but certainly not 100,000. I'm sure she heard it somewhere. And is it because you wanted to hear she believed it? No. Okay, how do you figure 100,000? I've heard people say that let's introduce some logic into this statement. How on earth did the laundry get done without a wife to do it for me? Oh, that's right. I did it for myself for free because I'm not a lazy piece of shit. I'm sorry, bitch, but do you know what a woman makes in the real world for doing the dishes and the laundry? $10 an hour. Just a warning to blue pill guys out there. If you are married, your wife will most likely, I know not all of them, but will most likely become a fat kwanta haha, chop her hair off and basically dictate and control you with your balls on the shelf while you continue to pay her bill. Man, look, I am not normally known as optimistic, but it's not that bad. I mean, every guy has met at least one good woman in their life. You have to, my goodness. Whoo, you're angry. I'm not saying it's unwarranted. I'm just saying you get, there's got to be one good person. One. And if you don't like it, you lose half your shit and pay child support and alimony on top of it. Fucking alimony, so I have to pay a full-grown adult money because she is used to a certain lifestyle, is more than capable of getting herself a job. Now, this I will testify to because now I'm of the age where all the guys are getting divorced now. I'm in prime divorce age. 12 years ago was prime, I was being invited to weddings. Now I'm being invited to divorces. And yeah, I didn't think it was like that. And I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, so really the money. I've seen mothers abandon their children, but still demand the alimony or the child support. I've seen gals just delay and not find a job. Oh, I can't. I magically found. I got a case of the hood. And so that is shameful. That's a real thing. What a load of shit. That's like paying a car note on a car that I can't drive. Clary, you're hilarious. I am considering paying you to go on open mic night and just let you ramble about society's faults. I wouldn't do that. I'd do something more optimistic. I already do that. And you can pull humor from darkness. Matter of fact, you can pull some great humor from darkness. Mitch Hedberg is one of the greats on that. But I don't have it in me to do stand-up. And if I were to do it, I would do it like old Bill Cosby style, like clean. I would view it more as a challenge. Can I make people roll on the floor like he did without cursing? I think you might become a millionaire. We're all going to become millionaires. We're printing off so much money by the time I retire. I think your average person, look, most people will make $100,000 a year by the time I'm dead. Easy, because of inflation. Then all you do, bro, is make your 6 figs. Dude, bro. Will be a $250,000. I'm making my $250,000. Why don't you dude, bro, douchebags just move to Zimbabwe and all claim to be? I mean, seriously, you might as well do the same thing. Please read the following in an infomercial voice. Does your wife spend all your money? Is she a fan of Kuwantahaha with her hair chopped off? Does she nag and complain all the time? If so, your wife could be suffering from, God, man, dumb Kuantahaha syndrome or DCS. For a solution to this problem, please call 1-800-DUMB-KUANTAHAHA today. All right, rant over for now. Name your price. Well, there you go. We had an exchange. If you can believe it or not, this actually was a contribution to GDP in a literal and maybe some of a theoretical stretch. This did increase standards of living. And that's it. Do we have any super chats, or did I have to go through this one on my own? Oh, we got one super chat. Oh, look at that. Who gave us the cash? Oh, Dane. Dude, Dane, thanks, man. You dude, you don't have to keep giving me such charity and kindness. Although maybe you're burned because you tried to help out one time. Maybe just like, fuck it. If I can't do the world good, I'm going to give this asshole money. Fine, here. Spread hate. We actually don't. We do the opposite of that here. Show those aunts and uncles you can buy your niece's love while you can still afford it, bro beans. Show those aunts and uncles you can buy your niece's love while you can still afford it, bro. Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, okay, so Dane is making the point. Your money we'll earmark your funds to go to Lucifer and Geronimo, my two nieces, who I love lovingly. I don't know how else you would love, but anyway, I love them lovingly. And I spoil them rotten because soon they'll be tweens and they won't be fun anymore. And they won't hang out with Uncle Aaron. Or as they say, Uncle Aaron. So, yes, but aunts and uncles, while you have little nieces or nephews, while they are like, especially when they're about 1, that's when they get real fun. Because they know who you are. They see you. They're like, they don't know words. They make noise. And then about 10, they're kind of cool. And then once the hormones kick in, or boys or smartphones, then nothing exists. They're not fun anymore. But they're right when they're little kids. I think the boys stay cooler longer. But yes, for those of you who are aunts and uncles, go spend time with your nephews and nieces. Absolutely. And do it while you can, because then you won't be able to anymore. It won't happen. They'll be adults, or they'll be teenagers, and they won't be fun. Oh, here's another one. Got to get all the cash. Cappy calling someone else angry. I'm shocked. Nonstop Dre for 2. Yeah, I've gone on some rants and tirades. But man, I was a Nonstop Dre 360 for another $2. Brave Cappy is a brave and stunning life coach. Oh man. You had me like, brave and stunning. He's gonna make a joke. Life coach. Great. I'm a life coach. Guys, don't just whatever, man. If you guys write in a Wikipedia page after I'm dead, or my epitaph, or don't say life coach, whatever. Just say economist, say allocator of resources, America's older brother, the world's only professional asshole. But God, don't call me a life coach. I just don't. Blue Orion for 5. I always listen to your live streams and podcasts when I work in my house. Thank you for all your wisdom and books. Well, thanks, Blue Orion. This is Asshole Consulting. We're not doing this isn't a show. I'm just doing Asshole Consulting for the client. I got others coming up here. Probably do some more Asshole Consulting tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I have to just to stay on top of it. I want to bang this one out tonight. And we'll have Good Morning Corona Chan as well tomorrow, at a time I deem necessary and convenient when I wake up in these exact same pajamas. I guarantee you the clothes I have on now will still be the same ones I have on tomorrow. And I'll have my big coffee makes me poop mug. That's it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.